The task at hand today is duplicate these Hazet valve adjustment wrenches for the OM617. I've got this, which is a Mexican-made urea 14 millimeter, which I'm not sure how quality these will be, but these are the longest wrenches that I could find. This is like, let me find a measuring tape. This is almost 10 inches from end to end. So this is a very long open-end wrench, and I think that is going to very closely duplicate the longer of these wrenches. Now let me go ahead and slide these apart. We've got a shorter one and a longer one so that you can use them accordingly. Well, what I'm going to do is put these in my vise, heat them up, and bend this to match the angles and lengths on this one, and we're going to see how that goes, because my hope is if these are reasonably decent quality, these aren't too expensive, I can bend these up and put these for sale on the website as a option for you if you need valve adjustment wrenches, so that you don't have to go and spend a ton of money on original ones or get overpriced ones somewhere else. These are hard to come by anymore, and mainly the special wrench here that will hold the top of the keeper, typically you don't need that. I've never needed that in all of the 617s that I've adjusted, which isn't a ton of different cars, but my own plus 4 or 5 others that I've done. So let's get these clamped into my vise, show you how we're going to heat these up, bend them, and see if it works. I ended up bending up the wrench in this video, and it is like a perfect match, but I just did it by eye, and I had the thought after I burnt myself really badly, A, I want a way to do this faster, and B, I want to make sure that they're all the same. So I built this jig. Now this jig is kind of a mess, but that's okay. So I'm going to take the Venom HP here and heat up a couple of these wrenches and get them shaped up in the jig, show you how that works, and then yeah, we'll get a couple of these done. But I'm going to grab some gloves so I don't burn my fingers again. So let's show you how the jig works. So I made this so that the wrench will only go on one direction. So now with this, what we're going to do is slip our induction heater onto here and heat this wrench up right there. So get this on here, see if you can, you know what, let me move the camera a little bit. Let's see, is that going to be a better angle? I think you will be able to see that a bit better. So we're going to grab the induction heater here. I really need to figure out a way to keep this cord under control a bit better. Put you over under there maybe. So we need to heat up this end right here. So I'm going to heat up right here at the end. There's our first bend, and then we're going to take this and kind of set this into here just like that, and then we need to heat up, hold on, I need to change my glove. I need to get some slightly less bulky gloves to do this with. Take this, slip it back over there, and now we need our bend point to be right here. So we're going to heat up this section of the wrench. And then there we have it. Every one of these that I bend will have those exact same angles thanks to the jig, and they are pretty close to the Hazet one. Like that's a very close analog for what we've got, and we've got a nice handle left there on it. So this is very hot though. I'm going to set this somewhere to cool. I'm going to start bending up some more of these, and then we're going to do a little torture test on these to make sure that they're good enough quality that I'm going to be happy with selling them to you folks. All right, if anybody ever tells you that I don't do science on this channel, you can refer them to this, because this is about the most scientific apparatus for testing these wrenches I could come up with. You know, maybe those people are onto something. What I've got here is a breaker bar in my vise with my torque adapter to a 14mm nut on some all thread, and there's more nuts in there. And I've set the torque adapter to 30 Newton meters because that's the high end of the torque spec for your valve adjustment nuts. So let's see if we can hit 30 Newton meters without this thing, this wrench bending or breaking. Yep. Okay. Now let's try and give a little bit more and see, because we hit 32.9 right there. So the wrench will work to adjust your valves unless a Viking tightened them previously. So let's tighten this up as tight as I can reasonably get it to go with my hands, and we'll see how much we hit or if the wrench breaks. Oh, right there. We may have rounded our bolt off. 47.4 Newton meters. Let's see. Is the wrench damaged or... Nope, that was the bolt. Yeah. 49.7 Newton meters. Something happened there that may have been the wrench, but still seems to fit on there tight. So okay, we literally pulled the breaker bar out of the vise. We're up to 53 Newton meters there. So 53 Newton meters, something happened. The wrench honestly looks the same and seems to fit on this nut basically the same except for where it's damaged. Let's try one of the ones that was inside of the socket. I mean, that's still a pretty good fit. I don't know if maybe I had something a little goofy there. It is definitely starting to round off the ends on that nut though. So 53 Newton meters. Unless somebody has tightened them so much in the past that it has literally stretched the threads on your valve adjusters or something, I think these wrenches are going to be fine. So with that being said, I'm going to put these up for sale on the website. I haven't really 100% decided on the pricing for them. I want to make sure that everybody can get valve adjustment wrenches at a reasonable cost, so that's definitely a consideration considering this is not my main job. I'm just doing this for fun and to help the community. So with all that said, the link to go get these wrenches or to get the tools that I just showed you how to use to make your own, and you could start a competing channel and store and everything. If you wanted to go into business manufacturing these things, everything you need is going to be down in the description as well as the pinned comment. So whether you just want to buy a set of wrenches for your car or build a wrench building empire, it's up to you. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching.